Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show, Tip the Tea. I'm your host, Angie E., where we talk about everything from motivational, inspirational, and of course, the tea. So tune in every Monday on YouTube and Can TV to watch previous episodes. You don't want to miss it. Today, now let me introduce today's topic. Today's topic is dating outside of your race. This is a part two segment of last week's show. We talked about this last week. So now my viewers are asking me to piggyback off of this again. They liked it so much. So here we are, back again today. If you're just tuning in, again today we're talking about dating outside of your race. So to all my viewers, will you or have you or are you dating outside of your race? And if so, leave me a comment below on my YouTube channel. Make sure you comment on this episode, and please subscribe to my channel. And also share this video and subscribe, and like I say, hit the subscribe button and like and share again. So let's talk about it a little bit more. Let's dive a little bit more into the show, dating outside of your race. So with that being said, have you, will you, or are you dating outside of your race? And if so, like I said, leave me a comment below. I would like to hear your take on dating outside of your race. What are some of the characteristics that you look for in your significant other, dating outside of your race? Do you look at the, what about the attractiveness? Is that important to you? I'll say, what about the heart? We talked about religion. What about asking God? Sometimes we as a people, we kind of get or stray away from asking God to send our significant other or ask him questions about our significant other. That's just my opinion. Sometimes it's good to ask God, is this the right person? Or, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to ask those questions because you don't want to go through the havoc or the heartache, the pain of a relationship sometimes. That happens no matter what race you are dating or whatever. Sometimes trials come, tribulations. How do you handle those different situations? Let's talk a little bit more about, attractiveness. Is that important to you? How a person look, some people, I know I have friends, we go out sometime, we talk about, how we like our man or our woman, we have preferences. We'll say, well, I like them tall, dark, handsome, I like them short, I like them stacked. You got to have a six-pack. Men will say, oh, she got to be super built, she got to be, back in the day it was just, they would say, oh, she got to be built like a brick house or whatever, So it's kind of, it's kind of funny just talking about it. It's kind of, like I said, it's a little, it's fun, sometimes talking about it. So what do you think? What are your take, again, what is your take on dating outside of your race, and how essential is it to you, or how important is it to you dating outside of your race? Or even if you feel like you're not and you won't. Some people saying that they won't date outside of their race for their own personal reasons. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I need to know your take on it. Is it important, or does it make a difference? I was told back, in the day, my mom used to say, hey, it doesn't matter who you date, no matter what color of skin or whatever, creed or culture, long as they treat you nice and long as they love you. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk a little bit more about love. That's the heart. Talk about the heart. Sometimes a person with a great heart, you don't even look at their skin. You don't look at their color or what race or culture they are. You know what I'm saying? If someone loves you, like my mom said, if someone loves you, you look beyond that. I know that, I've known people, and we're going to get to that in a bit, talking about some of the people that I know, family members and stuff, that dates outside. Some married, outside of their race. And I mean, they've been married for, I have a cousin been married, I say maybe like 30 years to, and they're white and black couple. And they have three beautiful children. They're grown now, but just watching them was very motivating. They have a story behind it, but I mean, just think about it. That's kind of encouraging to to watch couples and stuff like that. That despite of the race and the color of their skin, and despite of what people said. I know they went through a lot of backlash because of their their dating status. People, her family was pulling her one way, his family was pulling him, but you know what? Pulling him another way too. But you know what? Love. The Word of God says love covers a multitude of sin, and I believe that wholeheartedly. It doesn't matter what people say or what they think. You love who you love, and I'm a firm believer in that. And that's a wonderful, a wonderful way of, looking at that. That's my opinion. It's a wonderful way of looking at it. Love is love. Sometimes you just can't help who you love. Like I said, despite of the skin. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the attractiveness. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Of course, you want to date somebody that's a little easy on the eyes. Of course, as one of my girlfriends call it, eye candy. Okay, who doesn't? But there again, it depends, on how they treat you. Because you can have, this is for some of my ladies out here. My ladies out here that's viewing right now, if you tipping the tea, are y'all tipping the tea with me? Come on now, come on somebody. We're going to tip the tea today. So just listen. So I could say for instance, you meet a guy, and he's, of another culture. Do you look at, his skin color, or are you going to look on the heart? Are you going to look at how he treats you, how he loves you, in your eyes, and and love you, unconditionally? I mean, really, that's a dream. I believe, and I can speak for myself. I would love to speak for all the other women out here. Come on now, like women, don't we want someone that's going to love us unconditionally, despite of who we are, love us for who we are? Just to feel and to know that, hey, my man loves me regardless. You know what I'm saying? And even for the men out there, come on now, men, come on. We talking about y'all fellas out there. Are y'all looking? Are y'all listening to me? Come on, somebody. I mean, wouldn't you rather have someone that loves you unconditionally, regardless of your race or your color or your skin? Wouldn't you want that? Someone to look in your eyes and that, they love you and they got your back. I think that's important. How important is that to you guys? Come on, hit me up, fellas. I want to hear about this. I mean, what is your take on dating outside of your race? Do you look on the heart? Do you look on, the heart of your significant other? Or do you look at, okay, well, she's this and she's that, or she's too dark, or she's too light, or she's too middle color, whatever you call it, vanilla color, or whatever, mocha, whatever. I mean, I want to hear from the fellas right now. Do skin color matter? Does it really matter to you? Is that really, really important? If not, even if so, I want to hear from the fellas out there. Leave me a comment below go to my YouTube channel at Angela Eskridge, and watch this episode. I want to hear from you guys. What is it, or what's the significance of dating outside of your race? So back to the ladies. Ladies, I know now, of course we want somebody stacked and tall and, six-packed and all this, stuff like that. But what about if he's tall and stacked and, the outer appearance is cool, but what about his heart? What about, okay, he could be fine and, nice, and nice looking and all of that. What about how he treats you? What about respect? Let's talk a little bit more about respect. Come on. This is, man, we tipping the tea today, okay? I'm feeling good about this. Let's talk about respect, ladies, for a minute. Fellas, I'm going to get back to you again, too. But let's talk about respect, ladies. Do you think in a relationship, dating outside of your race, how important do you think respect is? Do you think respect is very important in a relationship? I want to hear from the ladies right now. I know y'all about to bombard my YouTube channel because I do. I think that respect is the number one key of being in a successful relationship. Dated outside of your race or not, whichever, it doesn't matter. Respect is everything, I think. How could you be with someone that, just say they love you, and they could, but they don't respect you? Do you think that that's real love? Or do you think that that's just that's a cover up or something? I don't know. I want to hear from y'all. Because, like I said, I think respect is everything in a relationship. Dating outside of your race or not. Respect is everything. And I'm sure a lot of you ladies out there, y'all feeling me right now. We tipping the tea with Angie E, y'all. Come on, let's talk more about this. Respect is everything, whether you're dating outside of your race or not. Respect me, brother. Okay, so now for the fellas out there, do you feel like respect is very important to you, dating outside of your race? I want to know about that. Do you feel like you should have a woman that's going to love you and, and caress you and all that, cater to you, but she doesn't respect you? What do you think what is your take on that? What do you think about that? Okay, she could love you all day long, but I think love and respect go hand in hand, okay? I think if a person going to love you, they have to respect you. I mean, what do you think? I think so. But like I said, I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about respect? Whether you, in love or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion. I think that respect is very essential, very, very important in a relationship. Okay? What about passion? Let's talk a little bit more about passion. Is passion important to you in a relationship? A person being passionate or compassionate for your feelings, caring about how you feel, how you view certain things, or just, okay, my baby not feeling good today. Let me go and see what I could do to make them feel better. Is that important to you? Ladies, I need to hear from you all again too. Come on, fellas, I need to hear from y'all. Leave me a comment below on my YouTube channel. Let's talk about this. I think this is a very touchy and important series topic. Dating outside of your race, we're talking about. Guys, if anyone just tuned in, we're talking about this. First off, this is Tip the Tea with Angie E, and we tipping the tea on today. We're talking about dating outside of your race. What are some of the essential and important characteristics that you look for in your mate? Come on, y'all. We need to hear from y'all. I'm having a good time today talking about this, and I think it's very much needed. What y'all think? Hit me up on my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment below. We're getting ready to go to a quick commercial. We'll be right back. We're going to talk more about Tip the Tea with Angie E, talking about today's topic, dating outside of your race. What is important to you? What's the most important thing to you in a relationship? You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. We'll be right back with Tip the Tea. I'm Angie E. Hello, everyone. This is Angie with Tip the Tea. If you or anyone you know in the Chicagoland area and you would like to come out to promote your brand, network, or even if you have an interesting topic you would like to discuss, come on out and be my special guest. Let's tip the tea. For more details about the show, you can go to my YouTube channel, type in my name, Angela Eskridge, and leave me a comment, and I'll get back with you. And you can also catch up on all the previous episodes. So come on out.
Hi, my name is Marla Redrick, and I'm with World Financial Group. We're a division of Transamerica World Financial Services.
My name is Jeff King. I'm an associate also with World Financial Group.
And if you're an entrepreneur and you want to talk about your business here with Angie E., she'd be happy to have you as well. Super excited. She's a lot of fun, and you have a great time and get an opportunity to talk about your brand. So come on out, check her out on YouTube. Angie E. on Tip the T.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carol Coleman. I'm on the set with Tip the T with Angie E. If you want to come on as a special guest, leave a comment below. Come on the show with Angie E. and Tip the T. Also, I am a mental health supervisor. If you need any help, if you're just thinking about it, if you're just thinking about a crisis, please call 1-877-964-1245. They can get you all the help you need. Come on. You don't suffer alone.
Hey, I'm Will Sutton, and I'm on Angie E. Tip the T. You can check me out on Tuesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. at Chicago Sportstown Network, and that is every Tuesday, 2 to 3 p.m. Or you can follow my Facebook page at William H. Sutton III, or you can follow my Instagram at Sutton Sports. That is with a Z and not an S. That is SUTTON, sports with a Z and not an S.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show, Tip the T. I'm your host, Angie E., where we talk about everything from motivational, inspirational, and, of course, the tea. We tipping some tea today. So if you're just tuning in, we're back from the commercial. We were just talking about today's topic, which is a two-part segment of last week's show. We're talking about dating outside of your race. Will you, have you, or are you dating outside of your race? And what are some of the essential, the very important characteristics that you look for? Or what do you think is very important in your relationship, or dating outside of your race or not? We just went, before we went back to the commercial, we talked about, the last thing we talked about was respect and how essential and important respect is. We talked about love. You know, do love, you know, like I said, the Word of God said love covers a multitude of sin. Does love, you know, isn't that, I think love is a very, very essential thing in a relationship, regardless of any race, creed, or color. I think love, and sometimes, you know, oftentimes you can't help who you love. It's okay. As long as they treat you well. We were just talking about this before the commercial. You know, a person can be exactly how you want them to look out, you know, on the outside. But what about the heart? And we talked about being passionate and compassionate and respect. How important to you is respect and all those things I've just named in your relationship? How important are those things to you? I think it's very important. As long as you have someone, you know, love you, but love you the right way. Some people can love you, you know, or do you think someone can love you but not respect you? Come on now. I just don't think that that doesn't go together. You know, how could you say you love a person but you don't respect them? Come on now. I mean, really, we tipping the tea today. We're talking about it, you know. I'm even asking the women, hey, you ladies out there, asking for your intake on this, and I'm also asking the fellas out there, what's your take on it? What's important to you? Do you think, you know, a woman can love you but not respect you? I need to know that. Does love really, you know, covers all of that, cover all four corners of a relationship? Okay, love is fine, but can you respect me? Can you love me and respect me? Or let me ask you a question. This is for ladies, and this is for the ladies and the fellas out there. Do you think if a person loves you, the respect should automatically be there? Or I'm going to say, do you think a person can just love you but not respect you? What do you call that? Because I can't wrap my mind around that. Like, how could you love a person but not respect them? And I have so many comments that I had from last week's show. People were writing and just, you know, inboxing me, you know, saying that can't be. You know, a person can't love you and then don't respect you. You know, so I'm just interested in some of you guys, the viewers out there. What are your take on that? For real, like, let's tip the tea, okay? Like, let's be real about this. What is your real intake on respect, love, you know, dating outside of your race? Or if you're not, you know what I'm saying? Respect is respect, regardless. This is just, now I'm talking about my opinion now, right? I need to know, what is your perspective, for real? I know my perspective is, if you're going to love me, you got to respect me. Or if not, hey, deuces. Because I'm not going to, see, you know, my grandmother used to tell me a long time ago, she said, if you don't, she said, she said something like, I kind of forgot, I lost my thought. She said something like, if you don't stand for something, oh, thank you. Okay, she said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I didn't understand that when as a you know, a younger woman. But now, as you grow older, you're supposed to grow wiser, right? So, okay, I'm like, that makes a whole lot of sense. You got to stand for something, or you will end up falling for anything. You know, sometimes people can get a little desperate and want to be with someone because they're afraid of being alone. So that means that you got to just, you know, settle. Does that mean you just got to take anything from these people or this person that you're so-called dating or married to? No. You know, what about knowing your worth? You know, and valuing your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, you telling me you love me, but then I'm seeing something totally different. But we're still on the same topic, guys. I'm not getting away from the topic, dating outside of your race. But right now, I'm talking about all, you know, overall. I'm touching every corner of this today's topic, dating outside of your race. If you just tuned in, this is what we're talking about today's topic, dating outside of your race. But we're talking about what are some of the important characteristics that you look for or that you find in your significant other. You know, we're talking about respect and love. I mean, can you love me? You can love me, but can you respect me? If you answered yes, fellas, to that question, can you love me? What about can you love and respect me? Or do you feel like if you love someone, okay, well, if I love you, I automatically respect you. That's not always the case. You can love somebody and then still not respect them. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, it's kind of like, you know, a little bit of unbalance, but really it's not. I don't know. I mean, I need y'all, I need whatever you guys are thinking, I need to hear it, okay? Leave me a comment below. Go to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about this. Let's tip the tea, okay? We're tipping the tea on Angie E today. So let's get into a little bit more of, you know, of the topic. We're going to dive in a little bit about, I did a little research also. Let's talk about when I first moved out to my neighborhood in the early 90s. Where I came from, I grew up on the west side of Chicago, so I didn't see much of interracial couples and stuff until I moved out to a suburban area, and that's all I saw. So when I first saw that, I thought it was a beautiful thing to see, you know, how other cultures love each other, despite of race, color, or one's skin, right? I thought that was a beautiful thing. We're going to talk a little bit more about that too. And then also I read an illustration online about black women and a black woman having a white husband, and how people will pause when they see them walking or something like that, you know, like, wow, you know, like, you know, just, you know, I guess you're just seeing something like that. But, you know, seeing, like I said, when you see stuff like that and they're in love, it shouldn't matter, you know, what color, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it wasn't very common, you know, back, I don't think, when I first, in the early, say mid 80s, early 90s, you know, I didn't see much of it. But hey, like I said, I thought it was a beautiful thing to see that, you know, love is love. No matter, to me, hey, I don't care about, color or culture, okay? Also, I remember, some time ago, I have a women's group called Virtuous Women where we meet every third Friday of each month. And I remember, us meeting. I have a little bit of a video. I want you guys to take a quick sneak peek at this video about dating outside of your race. Let's take a look.
My name is Hannah, and I've been set up on this blind friendship date with someone called Molly.
Right now, I'm on my way to meet someone I've never met before. She's a stranger. Her name is Hanada.
Super excited about meeting her, so I thought we'll just take her to some different parts around town so she gets acquainted with all of it.
We're going to be talking about love, relationships, what's it like to date. But to be honest, I'm really interested to hear how she finds it in her culture.
I really hope she likes me too. Hey!
Hi.
Are you Molly?
Yes.
Oh my god, hello! Hi, I heard you just moved up here.
I just did.
Take a seat!
Thank you, thank you.
Molly, why did you even move up here, like in the nicest way possible?
Well, I lived in Sydney, I lived in Melbourne, I lived in majority of the communities in the Kimberley and lived in the islands here in Top End, but never Darwin, so I thought, why not?
So do you have anyone up here in Darwin?
Yeah, actually I have my dad lives here, so I'm the oldest of 9 for my dad. And being the oldest, and being so far away from my culture, which I am Yolngu from here, Arnhem Land, I really wanted to come back as an adult to learn myself. So I think that's kind of what brought me back, to really cling on to my culture while I'm young and still fresh in the mind,
Yeah.
So yeah, how did your parents find you moving out?
I'm Egyptian, so Arab, and in Arab culture, you don't just leave. You either live at home or you live with your husband.
Right.
So I just went completely off track. I'm just I couldn't not have what I wanted, and what I wanted was to work in an IVF clinic. And then a job opened up for Darwin, and long story short, I got the job, but when I moved up here, I did meet someone, and we did get engaged.
Wow.
And then we got unengaged.
How did your
My
parents feel about that?
Well, he wasn't Arab, so there was a bit of
Okay.
There was a bit of an issue with that, because they're like, he's not part of the culture, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, he's also human, so I feel like we have some things in common at least.
All right, we just did a little, watched a little bit of a video, a sneak peek of it, or dating, outside of your race, different cultures. I was looking at the young lady, how she said that she came to wherever country she was in, and she, met someone, they got engaged, and then they got unengaged because of her family. Her parents didn't approve of it because they wasn't out of the same culture. What do you think about that, guys, of all my viewers out there? What do you think about that? That just goes back to, like I was talking about, a family member of mine that's married outside of her culture and her race. How they have 30-some years together. They have 3 adult children. And yeah, of course they went through all of the, the havoc, all the, riffraff about, them not being of the same culture or same skin color, okay? But I appreciate them as a couple because they didn't listen to all of that stuff that was said, or not even their parents could, they couldn't keep them apart. I think that we're talking about true love again. True love is like, hey, I love who I love, no matter what, my parents think or what my friends say or, my family. Love, true love, I believe it conquers all, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a beautiful thing. They stuck it out. Hey, And they, they look back on it now, and we all laugh about it now, but yeah, it wasn't easy for them. But, through it all, their love brought them through. True love will bring you through. And I am so proud of them today. And it's very motivating, to see couples that, they succumb all of their trials and tribulations and still yet hold on to each other regardless of what is said or what people think about them. I think that's an amazing love story. And one day I'm going to ask them to come on the show. We're going to have let's have a 3-part segment of dating outside of your race. I think it's very broad. It's very essential, especially with things that's going on. And nowadays, things that's going on nowadays in the world, so much stuff and division that's going on. And I think that, unity and true love will conquer all, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's dive a little bit more back into the show. We're going to talk a little bit more about how, before we left and watched the video, we was talking about my group, my women's group called Virtuous Women, and how we met every third Friday of each month, and we had a little segment about dating outside of your race. And I heard a lot of the ladies, they would say dating other men outside of their race treated them better than what they had been dating. They didn't specify, I didn't ask. Next time, maybe we will on the third part, we'll talk about, something like that, okay? And some stated dating white men, they treated them better than some of our, this is not me saying this now, guys. You see I'm reading from the notes, okay? So don't, hey, I'm just a messenger, okay? So, okay, they said that some of them stated that dating white men that they were dating treated them better than dating some black men, quote unquote. They were, they were treated so much, better. They was more compassionate, and they loved, truly loved them, and they was, highly respected. Okay, so let's go on to the next segment. The next review. I went online, and they said that some online dating on social media, according to research, states that many people living and socializing in a predominantly black community, you may even limit your regular your workplace interactions to other black people. But online, when you're dating online, you are exposed to all kinds of people from all walks of life. And you may realize you may have more, this is me reading from notes now, y'all, this is not me saying it, realize more that you may realize you have more in common, okay? So does interracial dating really matter? Let me know. Like I said, let me know. Leave me a comment below on my YouTube channel. And yeah, let's talk more about it. When I hear a lot of dating sites and stuff like that, online dating, of course, just like they said in research, you run into all different types of, cultures and stuff like that. You're exposed to it, and hey, sometimes you have successful love stories, dating outside of your race, and sometimes some are not so successful. So, hey, what do? You know what I'm saying? I just think that, this is just, now I'm speaking from my opinion. I think that no matter what color or culture you are, I believe true love is love, And I think just like I said, with a family member of mine, 30 years, they're an interracial couple, and hey, they have 3 beautiful children. And I think that I love their story and how they gotten through all the trials, all the tribulations, and the havoc of family. Parents, didn't want them to be together. because they wasn't of the same culture or race, you know. But hey, they withstood it. They persevered. And I believe true love will have you to persevere through it all. So shout out to them. I can't say their name on camera, but I always give them great compliments on how how they sold their relationship and their marriage and their love for one another is very inspiring. But you know, guys, this is what Tip to Tea is all about. This is a motivational, inspirational show. So hey, that's that's a great I think that's a great view on dating outside of your race, loving each other. Love is love, no matter what. But yes, so I got some other stuff that people have gotten so many comments on. Now we finna really tip the tea, y'all, because before I sign off, I got to say this because a lot of my viewers was telling me, don't forget, please don't forget to mention this. Okay, here it goes. This is some tea right here. We're all grown, okay? And my show is kid friendly, but parents, can you put your hands up your kids' ears? Of course, you know this was coming up. Sex, okay? Yeah, some of my viewers were talking about, to them, sex is more important. Well, I won't say more important, but it is important, okay, in any relationship. That's what they told me. So hit me up if you guys, now I'm going to put it off on you all my viewers out there, ladies and fellas, what are your take on that? How essential and how important is sex in a relationship to you guys? Okay? Hit me up. We're going to have a 3-part segment on this. I'm getting ready to sign off. We're going to talk more about it. This was fun. I really appreciate you guys' reviews, and I appreciate you guys' comments. Continue to please comment, like, and share my videos. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also catch me on CAN TV on Channel 19 or Channel 77 in the inner city, okay? So we're going to, I'm going to sign off for now. And we're going to come back again with a 3-part segment of dating outside of your race. How important is it to you? What are some of the important characteristics that you look for in your mate? Okay? So, with that being said, getting ready to sign off, guys. This was a great show. Thanks for watching. Hey, we're going to have more fun. We're going to tip the tea again. So make sure you tune in again. And we're going to have, like I said, we're having a 3-part segment on dating outside of your race. Okay? So if you or anyone you know in the Chicagoland area, if you'd like to join me on the show, or if you have an interesting topic you would like to discuss, come on out and be my special guest. Let's tip the tea. For more details about the show, you can go to my YouTube channel, type in my name, Angela Eskridge, and feel free to leave me a comment below. And stay tuned for next week's show. You don't want to miss it. This is Tip the Tea with Angie E. See you soon.